warm welcome to everyone attending and tuning into the Springfield Scottish Squash Open 2023. We've had 3 days of incredible action so far as we move towards the second session on day 4, the semi-finals. During the first session of the day, Grace Gear and Ben Smith of England emerged victorious against their opponents Nardine Garas and Daniel Polshek to book their places in tomorrow's finals. And we're about to see who will be joining them. A big shout out to all the volunteers and staff that have been making this event tick over the past few days. An incredible effort from everyone involved and all real ambassadors for this fantastic sport. Before we bring out the players for our first semi-final of the evening session, we'd like to thank our headline sponsors, Springfield Properties, as well as our partners, Blue Float Energy and Renantis and Team Scotland. Now it's time to welcome our first set of players to court. Let's make sure you give them all a big Invernessian welcome. First up, with the highest world ranking of 48, former Scottish Open champion from Spain, Edmund Lopez. And his opponent, world number 129 from Egypt, Karim El Torki. Your referee for this match will be Maureen Maitland.
Half time.
Traditionally, players will always have some time to warm the ball up, warm themselves up before the match starts. Greg, has to be a process when players step onto court and do this before every match. I guess it's so individual in terms of how that works for each individual player, but really, when you step onto court, what are you looking for in that first couple of minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I think the squash is very unique in that sense. In terms, I think it's the only sport that you actually have to warm the ball up to the condition of play that you want it. It's obviously a rubber ball, which starts off extremely cold, but it gets bouncier the harder you hit it, and the more times it's repetition off the walls and off the strings. So it's very unique in that sense. The players, I guess, at this moment in time are just they've obviously done their warm-up, their physical warm-up. They're probably just getting used to the condition of the court here, seeing how the balls react into the ball. Obviously there's a large crowd in here tonight, so it's probably going to make a difference to the impact of the court, and the ball's going to be a little bit bouncier. So these guys at the moment, they've done all the prep probably in the leading up to half an hour in advance, and now they're literally just seeing the conditions of play, grooving their shots, and getting ready for that first serve that we're about to see in a few minutes.
Looks that Kareem El Torki has won the spin, so he'll be serving the first serve of the very first point of this match. Should be in for a cracker. Stick around, folks. The match is going to start in about 2 minutes' time.
Play will start in 30 seconds. Play will start in 15 seconds. Springfield Scottish Squash Open 2023 and semi-final. Karim El Torki of Egypt to serve, Edmund Lopez, Spain to receive. Best of 5 games, love all.
I'll put the pressure on, Kirst. Who's your money on? Who are you predicting here? You've seen Kareem and Edmund play over the last couple of days. Who do you think is going to win?
It's a toughie. As much as the research that I could do, I couldn't find any results between these two in the past. So it's a real tricky one. If I have to put my money on it, I would back Lopez to take the win. What are you thinking?
Well, I'll hold you to it. I mean, by the looks of the first rally, obviously we're in Inverness here and we're in tropical conditions, so it's looks pretty warm out on the court tonight. So I think it's going to be pretty long with the style of play that Edmund likes to adopt. I know that a lot of the members of the club here, I think, are backing El Torki to potentially take the title, but I think Edmund's going to really have something to say about it. I think we could be in for at least 4 games, maybe 5.
I agree. I think it's going to be a long one. The quarterfinals that both players played in, Lopez was part of a 66-minute quarterfinal against Rory Stewart, and El Torki was in a 52-minute quarterfinal with Miles Jenkins, both obviously coming through that match victorious. Both played a similar amount of squash yesterday, in terms of minutes, so it'll be a real interesting one to see who physically can pull through this one if it does go to 5 sets.
Yes, lad. To love. No light. And out. 1-2. Down.
Just nicking the top of the tin there.
2-all.
Lopez has managed to equalise it back to 2-all.
Another forehand winner from Edmund there.
3-2. Down. 4-2.
I think from knowing Edmund and the style of play, that's exactly the rally he's going to want. He's going to take a lot of confidence from Kareem hitting a few tins. He really likes to force pressure on his opponents and create those errors from his opponent, so when he does get them, he's going to take a lot of confidence from it. So I haven't seen Kareem play before, but I know he's quick and attacking and really strong around the middle, so I think that's going to be something Edmund looks to adopt as a strategy that's going to pin his opponent back as far in the court as possible.
Kareem doing well there, breaking Lopez's rhythm.
3-5.
I think Lopez got 5 points in a row there, so super important for Kareem to pull that back and stop his momentum.
And out.
Lopez
6-3.
just reaching for his towel. It's getting sweaty on there already, Greg.
As I said, Curse, tropical conditions up here in Inverness. Few errors in this game. You can see the first sign of frustration from El Torquay there.
7-3.
Just a few ones that have come out in the middle where you'd expect them to put the ball away, but it's found the top of the tin. So Edmund's created a little bit of a lead here. That's it's looking like it's going to be his first game at this stage. Oh, that's very nice.
Great
I
shot.
did hear as well that
Yeah.
Kareem just turned 18 years
4-7.
old. Was it 18 or 19? Maybe 19, and just came out of the junior category on Thursday. So he was wearing goggles, which is compulsory for any junior under the age of 19 to wear goggles in any competitive match. So you can see now that he's chosen to take them off and play without goggles for the rest of the week.
Down.
Long rally there.
5-7.
Kareem doing well to pull this back. 5-7.
Bit of a fist pump I saw there, Kirst, as well. Did you see that?
I think I did. Do you fist pump on court? I've definitely seen a few. I've definitely seen a few.
Yeah, I've definitely been known to fist pump in my time. I'd like to think it's only on the big points, but wouldn't be surprised if I fist pumped at 1-0 in the first game. Every point's important, Kirst.
Absolutely. Get the Dubai fist pump out next time. Kareem using the height there that we've got on court 1. Very high ceiling that allows players to really lift the ball and give themselves time, or use it to mix up the play with a variety of shots.
Oh.
Yes, let.
Fair let.
Yeah, fair let that one. I think it was Edmund chose to go down the middle on the previous shot, and
On the
then
left.
as you can
5-7.
see, Kareem tried to play this cross, not quite wide enough, but safety let. That's what we call it. We don't want anyone getting hit.
For our viewers that may not be as au fait with squash ruling as we maybe are, let is played, which means you replay the point.
The referees actually in squash have got quite an important job. It's a very subjective sport, and the ref can either call a yes let, they could call a no let, which would obviously give the point to your opponent, and they can also award a stroke, which generally means if you are a no. Oh, there we go.
Over dive.
Oh, that is
Nice.
why he's the crowd favourite this week.
That was
Pulled out the
tasty.
dive, and then he's got a winner in the front left-hand corner. That was very nice from Kareem. I'll go back to my point earlier on.
6-7.
They've also got, the referee's got a yes let, a no let, and also they've also got a stroke. If your opponent is too close to you and you can't hit the front wall, they can also award a stroke, which would go to yourself or your opponent if you're standing too close to them. It's interesting. Edmund took a 7-3 lead here, and Kareem's got point for point. It's actually taken him quite a while to get back. Well, 7-all now. But it seems to be that the longer rallies have suited him in the last period of time.
From the left, 7-all.
Tied in here at 7-all.
Down.
Those errors that Kareem was hitting in the first half of this game have somewhat disappeared now, and he's looking the stronger player here, really
8-7.
putting the pressure on Edmund, and he's actually the one that's forced the errors out of Edmund, which is surprising, not easy to do, but he's certainly looking on top in the second half of the game.
Long rally here.
Down.
Oh,
That's the first error in a while from El Torquay anyway.
Hand out.
huge point, next point.
8-all.
Get the feeling that Edmund needed that one. He obviously hasn't had an unforced error from El Torquay in a while, and that'll settle him down a little bit, and again, tied in at 8-all. Crucial part of the game. Wow. Let's see that again.
Hand out.
Wow.
That is very
9-8.
difficult to do on the half volley kill. On the backhand side as well. Very difficult skill.
Oh,
Stroke to Lopez. Hand out.
Ball a little bit too close to El Torquay there, and the ref deeming that to be close enough to
9-all.
award a stroke to Lopez. Another long rally, showing the significance of such a big point. No one wanting to make an error this late in stage in the game. Oh, he's got that back too. Great rally, great phase of the rally that.
Oh man. Would not like to be part of this rally.
Could be close to 100 shots here, Kirst. How many 100 shots rallies have you played in your time?
I've not played many 10-shot rallies in my time, Greg. Get too tired.
I hope there's going to be a fist pump for whoever wins this rally. It deserves it.
If there's not a fist pump, I'll be extremely disappointed.
Chance.
Go!
Oh. Wow, he's done it again.
Wow! What a shot!
I'm not surprised Lopez going for the towel here.
Wow, he went for it. It paid off.
Big time to go for a shot like that, but it's paid off and we got to see our fist bump.
Game ball.
First game balls for El Torquay.
Out.
Maybe. Oh, you'll be disappointed with that.
Hand out. 10-all. A player must win by 2 points.
I think he'll be disappointed with that. That was an unforced error. He was obviously going for the lob to give himself a little bit of time, but just got the angles all wrong and made a bit of an unforced error.
Oh, man. Oh, nice. Kept his cool.
Yeah, he did. The space was there to be hit, but it's easier said than done executing a shot like that on such a big point.
Hand out.
Appreciated by the crowd again.
11-10. Game ball.
Well done.
Hand out.
I go back to Lopez's quarterfinal
11
last night,
all.
and his first 2 games managed to beat the #1 seed 17-15 in both. It's got a similar feeling to this first game here tonight in the semi-final.
Shot. Fist pump.
Fist pump and a vamos.
12-11, game ball.
You're fluent in Spanish, Kirst. Vamos does mean
Let's go.
let's go.
Yep. Pretty fluent.
Down,
Oh no.
hand out. 12 all.
Very nice. Strong around the middle from Altarki there. Took that nice and early on the volley and made Lopez just do one too many
13-12.
movements there.
Game ball. Down. Hand out.
You
13
get the feeling that
all.
the players are just a little bit edgy. They both want it so badly. This first game feels like it's a big, big game.
Down. 14-13, game ball.
Oh, Edmund appealing. Thought that was a stroke anyway.
Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez was appealing about the double bounce, but he ended up getting the stroke anyway.
15-13, game to Lopez. Lopez leads 1 game to love.
First game to Lopez, 15-13. A 27-minute first game of this match.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds. Lopez leads 1-0. Love all. Now, 1-love.
More of the same in the second game, Kirsch, do you think?
I think so. I think, well, from El Torque watching him now, he's coming out firing in the second game, obviously feeling really positive, even after being 1 game down. I guess he feels he needs to change something. If you were speaking to El Torque during, well, after that first game, Greg, what would you be saying to him?
Yeah, I mean, looking as on the outside, I think he actually looked the more dangerous player in that first game. It felt like the match was on his terms, in terms of he hit a few errors and obviously Edmund got the lead, but then he also hit quick winners. So I feel like if he reduced that unforced error rate, then he could end up getting the better of Lopez here. But as I said, you know what you're going to get from Lopez. He's going to bring a really consistent standard of squash to the court. He's not really going to give you too many errors. So I feel like it's on El Torque's racket at the moment, and there's another winner. So if he can hit a few more winners like that and keep his unforced error rate down to a minimum, I really feel like he can take the second game and level it up.
2-2. 3-2.
Nice finish.
Four, 2.
Lopez liked that one, didn't he?
He did.
Out. Hand out.
It's been a good crowd in Inverness this tournament for the Springfield Scottish Open again. Kirsty, you've had a bit of a hand in getting some of the primary school children down to watch earlier in the week. How's that been?
Yeah, absolutely great. We wanted to give some of the local schools an opportunity to come along and experience squash, not just playing it, but watching it at such a professional level. We had over 50 kids down across the week, which was great. A couple of them have signed up to some lessons going forward, so just fantastic to see kids being inspired by the game and enjoying it.
And apart from commentating on the PSA World Tour, Kirsty, you also work for Scottish Squash, and if people are watching here, especially the young kids and women in sport, which is your full-time job, how would they go about getting into squash if they're watching here and wanted to get into squash one day?
Well, just find the nearest club near you. There are lots of squash clubs across the world. Get in touch. It's such a great sport. It can be so social. And it's just fantastic to see. We've got a couple of programs and initiatives going on in Scotland that really welcome women and girls onto court and pick up a racket. So if you're thinking about it, absolutely do it, because it's been a fantastic part of my life and probably will be for a long time as well, and I'm sure Greg can vouch for that too.
Absolutely. 6-4 El Torquay. Turn the table in this second game. As I said, a few less errors, forcing some of the pressure like he was doing onto Lopez at the end of that second half of that first game, and as you saw from there, even forcing a few errors out of Lopez now.
7-4.
Very speedy El Torquay. He actually adopts quite a deep stance on the tee. He doesn't really look to cover the front of the court when the rally's at the back, and I think that's because he relies so much on, and he can rely so much on his speed. But I did see him limping when he came out of that front left corner in that rally, and
He's stretching
there
there.
seems to be a little bit of discomfort here. You'll be familiar with that stretch, Kirst. What was that stretching?
That's stretching the calf muscle.
Oh, the calf.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh.
Yes, please. Five-7.
Agree with that, Kirst?
Yeah, I do.
Silence tells it all.
No, let's. No, when the ball was nipped.
I think that's a little bit harsh.
So why would that be justified as a no let,
No.
Greg, if you could try and decipher?
Lopez didn't ask for an explanation, but I guess Maureen Maitland thought that was maybe too high, maybe out of his reach, that he couldn't strike the ball. In my opinion, I think he was in position to hit the ball, and it might have been a little bit dangerous trying to play the ball. I think that's why Lopez felt a little bit hard done by, but again, it goes back to squash is a very subjective sport, and it's maybe best to try and keep the refs on your side and move on to the next point. But he's definitely struggling.
Struggling here. he might want to take some injury time if he can, and if that's an option.
He can. It would go down. It would be deemed to be a self-inflicted injury, so he would get, I believe, 3 minutes. But it didn't seem like there was any sudden movement that caused it a few rallies ago. But he definitely seems to have a niggle that you can't quite shake off.
Stroke to Al-Turki. Hand out. 9-6.
It's a strange one.
I don't know if it's his knee or his calf, but if I had a sore knee or sore calf, I certainly wouldn't be as looking like speedy as Al-Turki is right now. Doesn't seem to be harming him too much.
10-6.
10-6, 4 game balls.
Down.
Game.
11-6. Spain. Al-Turki. 1 game all.
11-6 to Al-Turki there, hoping that his injury doesn't affect his game going forward. 11-6, 1 game all.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Time.
Level here at 1-all. Over 40 minutes being played for 2 games. We just saw on the graphic there that the first game was 28 minutes long.
Net up. Thank you. Hand out.
You've been doing your stats and your notepads in front of you there, Kirst. You'll have got the unforced error count for that game in Al-Turki. I mean, he made 8 in the first game. Can you let us know how many he made in the second game? Certainly made a lot less.
I think he did, for sure. I don't know exactly, but it was definitely less than 8.
love. Down.
Oof. He got there, he just didn't manage to get it above the tin.
Good news is El Torquay seems to be moving a bit more freely again after that second game crashed.
Absolutely, I think so. It's a strange one. He was definitely struggling with something in the second game. Lopez is 4-love up here.
Down.
Again, the unforced error count just
5 love.
going from El Torquay, something similar we saw in the first game. To beat someone like Edmund with his style of play, you know you're going to have to really beat him. You're not going to, as I said before, you're not going to get anything easy from him, and you're going to have to expect to be on there for quite a long time trying to break someone like Edmund down. And he's just showing his strength at the moment.
Love.
Absolutely. Needs experience as well, being 10 years on tour. It's got to count for something. Shot. First point on the board for El Torquay in this game.
1-6. Two, 6.
Another long rally here. And neither player wanting to give an inch. was so tight. The wall. Edmund couldn't get the ball away from it.
It's really patient stuff from Altorki there.
From the right, 3-6.
It's got a similar feel about the first game. I mean, Edmund took a good lead at 7-3, 7-4, and Altorki slowly was making his way back. But you can see how difficult it is just to win one rally against Edmund, especially when he's got a lead now. He's making sure that if Altorki does have some success against him, it's going to be really hard to win a point, and Lopez is not making his life easy.
Shot.
Another good winner though. Slowly creeping back.
He is. He's bridging the gap, which he's done before in the last couple of games.
6. Down. 5-6.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's done well there. Needed that point to break the cycle of Altorki coming back.
7-5.
That sounded like a broken racket.
And out. 6-7.
Been really impressed here with the discipline and patience shown by Altorki to come back from 6-0 down. Sitting at 6-7 and looks like he's got a bit of a spring in his step again.
Oh,
Stroke to Altorki.
Yeah, had to be a stroke there. I think Altorki was there to play, and Edmund standing directly in the line from where Altorki wanted to hit the ball to the front
7
wall.
all.
Great finish there. Attacked the front. Edmund just scraped the ball back, and then he hit the space really nicely here, and 2 bounces before the back wall.
Eight, 7.
8-7, first time El Torque's got the lead in this game after trailing by 6 points to 0. I don't feel like Edmund's done a huge amount wrong here to start trailing in this game 8-7, but I know he made a few errors when he was 7-2 up, or when he was 6-2 up, but apart from that, I really feel like El Torque stepped up his game and has showed a lot of discipline and patience to come from behind here.
Another long rally here.
Has he got that? I'm not sure we're going to have a replay, but the sounds of it, the ref's unsure.
I'm not sure either. Can we play a let, please? Yeah.
It'd be nice to have the slow-mo cameras, but...
I'm not 100% sure, so I think we need to play a let, to be fair, please.
Can you be sure on that one, Kirst?
I can't be. I don't know what they're contesting, whether it's the double bounce or whether the ball has hit the floor after
Actually, I think it's hit the floor.
El Torque has hit it.
I think he might have got it on the first bounce, but I think it might have went into the floor.
And I think that's what Lopez is contesting there because of the spin of the ball. Once it's hit the front wall, we are playing let.
Down.
First error in a long time from El Torque. He was in a winning position there.
Yep.
Oh, he's missed that practice one as well.
8-0.
He's playing really well, El Torque. I think the game's somewhat in his hands at the moment. Just he's not missed that one though.
It's a great shot.
And the chest pump. He's really up for it now. 9-8, third game.
9-8. Down.
It's a good length into the back of the court there. No matter what level you play squash at, the most difficult place to get the ball back from is deep in the back corners, and that's no different whether it's amateur or professional level. And El Torque's found the back corner there, and Lopez unable to find the front wall. quick. He's got that too. Get it again.
Oh,
Wow, great rally.
Edmund did so well there. Again, to keep his cool. He was on the tee. Could have so easily
Hand out.
gone wrong.
9-10.
Managed
Game ball.
to secure the point. First game ball saved. Oh, nice.
Well again.
Back to 10 all.
I feel like El Torquay was so disciplined when he was down. He's almost played his better squash when he's been down, and when he's been up and game balls up, he's got a little bit scrappy and looking for the winner a little bit too soon in the rally. But Lopez doing what he does best. He's tidying up some loose balls and again showing exactly why he's so difficult to beat on tour.
Oh. Wow.
Down. 11-10. Game ball.
Both players just taking a bit of a breather, understandably so. Some long rallies in this game and the previous two games as well. Can Lopez close this out?
Very few decisions in this match. Both players are moving around each other really well.
There's the
Another
dive.
dive.
El Torquay is on the floor.
And a few chest pumps. He's fired up.
12-10. Game to Lopez. Lopez leads 2-1.
Lopez taking the third game. He is now 2-1 up. 65 minutes of squash played so far. Players now have a break before the next game. A very short break nonetheless, and they will be coming back on in around 60 seconds time.
seconds. Time. On court, please. Thank you. Lopez leads 2-1. Lopez to serve. Love all.
Lopez done well to have a 2-1 lead here. I think it would have been really difficult mentally coming back onto this fourth game after losing a 6-love lead. But it's a completely different game now again. He's starting the fourth 2-1 up, and it's a big psychological difference here.
1-love.
Squash has many elements that will challenge
1-all.
the player. What do you think El Torquay was thinking when he came off on that third game, Greg? Having just lost, you only have 2 minutes to regroup, find some clarity and get back on court to try and win the next game. What really goes through a player's head when you've already played 60 plus minutes of squash and knowing that you have to turn things around?
Yeah, it's as you said, it's really difficult to find that clarity, especially when your heart rate's over 190 beats per minute, 200 beats per minute, and you've obviously got your coach or your friend speaking in your ear and trying to give you some advice for the next game. So to be able to take that on and think clearly in your head in the space of 2 minutes is really difficult. But again, there was definitely some positives to take from El Torquay after that game. He managed to claw a 6-point deficit back, and there's definitely some good signs towards the end of that game. So I don't think he should beat himself up too much. I don't think he is, because he's come out again in this game looking really well. But it's certainly, those 2 minutes go by as if it's 20 seconds, and you've got to be back on there before you've really recovered, both physically and emotionally.
One.
Wow. Oh, wow. How has he won that point?
As I said before, I've never seen him play, but it's easy to see why he's a fan's favourite from this week. He's so quick onto the ball. He's got a lot of power around the middle, and yeah, he seems like he's really lighting up this competition with his speed and his power. Shot.
So exciting to watch, isn't it?
Really exciting. I feel like the match has been in his hands the whole time. It's whether it's as simple as whether he's hitting a winner or an error. It feels like he's been in real control of the second and so far in this fourth game, whereas the first and the third, it's been as simple as he's just hit too many errors. But he's playing with a flair and confidence that is really exciting to watch, and in the future I think he's going to be a real handful for the top players in the world.
6-1.
El Torque's been awarded a stroke there. Referee thought that he didn't have enough room to play the ball on the front wall without hitting his opponent.
Down. 7-1.
Huge lead here from El Torque. It's fantastic to see him coming back from a long fourth game that he had game balls in, losing that game, but obviously coming out very strong and very positive in this fourth to hopefully take Lopez into a fifth and have a chance of winning.
And out. Two, 7. Down. 3-7. And out. 8-3.
It's an interesting stage of the match here in the late stage of the fourth. It's El Torque's obviously got a 5-point lead, and Lopez is certainly not going to give up, but it's hard to imagine that he won't be thinking that this is potentially going to a fifth and deciding game, and obviously both players want to be as physically strong in that fifth game as possible, so I think my mind would have certainly be going wander into the fourth, but I think that's the difference between me and Lopez. Is he's definitely wanting to fight this through the fourth and see if he can close it out in 4, because he'll know El Torque is a little bit more inexperienced than him, and this is what Lopez does best.
Down.
Yeah, that's a good drive.
And out. 9-4.
Again, from El Torque, no signs of discomfort with his leg or calf, knee, not sure what it was, but certainly doesn't seem to be bothering him now. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Out.
oh wow.
I do feel like, in my experience, any niggles or any pain that you've got seems to disappear when you're winning, and it seems to
5-9.
come back when you're losing, and I think him being up in this game has helped, and from whatever he did have in that second game, I think it seems like a long time ago, it seems to have disappeared, and he's moving great again.
Hand out. 10-5. Game ball.
Game balls here to take it to a fifth. Huge. Nice.
And out. 6-10. Game ball.
You can't lose concentration too much here. He's only got 3 game balls left.
Game ball.
Game. Wow, we go to a fifth.
11-7. Game to El Torque. 2 games all.
2 all in games. El Torque taking that game 11-7. We are in for 5, folks.
60 seconds. Time. 2 games all. Autarky to serve. Love all.
El Torque was a little bit late to the court there. A bit of background information is that he was suffering from a little bit of cramp, but got told by the referee that he must continue play. And obviously in squash, if it is cramp, if it's an injury, you can take an extra 3-minute timeout, but with cramp that's not deemed to be an injury and he must carry on. So again, it seems like he's moving pretty well, but Edmund's taking a 2-love lead.
Love.
He didn't even move for that one. That will certainly be noted by Lopez.
Yep.
Yes, lad. Sir Tolkie's got broken string.
Broken string from El Torque. He's gone off into the corridor of ITSC, Inverness Tennis and Squash Club, to find his bag, where he'll be replacing his racket. Brand new racket, Kirst, or do you think he's used this a few times before?
I reckon brand new. You've got to bring your best equipment to Inverness Tennis and Squash Club.
Yes, lad.
Do you think there, Greg? We might get a replay of this, but
no replay, but from what I saw, the ball's a little bit loose, a little bit of traffic in the middle of the court, and I just feel like, yes, let play the point again. I think that's the fairest outcome for both players there.
Stroke to Lopez. 4-love.
4-love here in the 5th game. He means business.
This is when I feel like the extra 10 years or 8 to 10 years of experience really comes into play. 5th game is so important to get a few quick points, or not necessarily quick points, just a good start in this 5th game, and Torquay's
And now
given him 4 points really at the start of this fifth, and it
1-4.
already seems like it's a long way to come back for El Torquay, but he did come back from a 6-love deficit in the third, so don't count him out just yet.
Absolutely.
Could that cramp be back, do you think, Gerst?
Quite possibly.
I think it is.
He's down.
He's stretching his
You all right,
hamstring.
Mr. Turkey?
And I think he'll need the court cleaners after this one.
Yeah. There he is, Malcolm Mackay. Doing his bit.
Head squash coach at ITSC.
Indeed. As you can see as we pan down there onto the floor, just how much sweat actually sits on the court from drops of sweat coming off of the players as they play. Showing just how physical a game of squash can be.
Has been extremely long and physical. It's knocking on 90 minutes now. An hour and a half these guys have been fighting with each other on court, taking chunks out of each other. The winner of this will also have a final tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I believe, against Ben Smith, who has won earlier on in 4 games, and I'd imagine he'll be in his hotel room now with his feet up and potentially watching this and listening to us, potentially on mute. But he'll be looking and hoping this game will carry on for a little bit yet.
6-1. Down.
Yeah, it's good
Another
pressure.
point.
You can definitely see why El Torquay's a fan favourite. He's got a lot of flair, but you can definitely see why
7-1.
Lopez has managed to get to the top 50 players in the world by how difficult he is to put away. This is extremely professional from him. He's never really let up, and now he's reaping the rewards for all the pressure he's put in over the last 4 games.
8-1. Down. Hand out. 2-8.
You smell another comeback, Kirst, or do you think Lopez is going to finish this off in 5?
I don't know. We've seen it, but it just feels too much of a gap now for El Torquay to come back. But stranger things have happened. Fighting for every ball.
Down.
Yeah, nice.
Hand out. 9-2. Down.
3-9.
Hand out.
big shot, a big time. Brings up 7 match balls.
Here we go.
10-3, match ball. Down.
Wow, Edmund Lopez wins in 5 games. 11-3 in the 5th game. He has booked himself a place in the final tomorrow versus Ben Smith. A match that lasted no shorter than 88 minutes of intense, exciting squash.
11-3. Match to Lopez, 3 games to 2. 15-13, 6-11, 12-10, 7-11, 11-3.
We are going to hear from Edmund Lopez from Spain now on how he is feeling, his plans this evening to recover, and his approach tomorrow in the final against Ben. Over to you, Kev.
I'm here courtside with Edmund Lopez, your winner of the semi-final Springfield Scottish Open 2023. Edmund, that match had absolutely everything. Big dives, mega rallies, you name it. How good does it feel to come out on top?
Oh, it feels amazing. It feels amazing to play this level of squash, to enjoy it on the court, also to suffer so much. But yeah, it felt amazing. Also, all the congrats to Karim, who played brutal. And it was, yeah, I think it was a great semi-final. I'm really happy for being in another final here in Scotland.
Amazing stuff. And so, can I take you back to that 3rd game? 6-love up, then you ended up going 10-8 down, then you brought it back again. Really crucial in terms of how the match panned out. How did you keep yourself composed in those big moments?
Well, actually, I keep playing my same pace, same quality, trying to do the same shots. I knew I was taking more the initiative, more my pace at the beginning. That's why I think I get out 6-love. And then I started to be more passive, and I think that's what made me change the score. But I could manage it at the end, so I keep pushing, and yeah, I think it was crucial, as you said, so it was really good to take that for me.
And I imagine that you've got a lot of friends, family, coaches back home watching the stream. Have you got any words for them?
Thanks to all. Thanks for the support. I want to thank also my girlfriend, Sofia, who is always there. She's my coach now, so a huge thanks to her. And yeah, also I want to thank Rory, because I broke my racket, and thanks to him, his racket was really good. So thanks to Rory. I don't know if he's around, but thanks to him.
Amazing stuff. And so tomorrow, on to another final of the Scottish Open. Are you looking forward to another battle against Ben Smith?
Yeah, I'm really looking to it. Ben is a great player. I played him once 1 year ago, but he was injured, so I don't think it's meaningful, that match. And he improved so much since then, so it's going to be a really tough battle.
Amazing. Good luck tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Edmund Lopez. Up next, it's an all-England affair as Tori Malik takes on Asia Harris. We'll be right back. Moving on to our last match of the day, a women's semi-final first on court, please welcome world number 98 from England, Asia Harris. And her opponent, the world number 72 from England, Tori Malik. The referee for this match is Steph Anglin.
Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to you, our BBC and BBC iPlayer viewers. Today we are in Inverness at the Springfield Scottish Squash Open 2023 semi-finals day. On court at the moment we have Tori Malik from England in the grey vesty top versus Asia Harris from England in the white top. I'm Kirsty Lobbin, and today I am joined by my sister-in-law, Donna Lobbin. How are you, Donna?
I'm good, Kirsty. How are you going?
I'm good. Nice to have you in the commentary box.
Nice to be here.
I think we're in for a cracker.
I think this is going to be a good match. From what I know, these two girls have been playing each other for years already. They're only babies compared to a seasoned squash player like myself. They're only 18 and 19 years old, which is amazing that they're in the semi-finals of an event like this, showing that they are up and coming, probably future stars of England squash, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
They've definitely been playing each other all throughout junior events, so I think these two will be no stranger to each other, that's for sure.
Absolutely. We have Asia Harris at 98 in the world at the moment, and Tori Malik at number 72. As Donna mentioned, they have had a lot of matches over the last couple of years. They will absolutely know each other's game inside out. They've played each other 3 times on tour, Tori winning all 3 of those matches against Asia. Players at the moment are just warming the ball up. They have a couple of minutes to do so, and play will start in a few minutes' time. Stay with us, folks. This is going to be a great match.
Time.
Players will spin for serve, which they have already done. I think Tori won that spin, so she will be serving for the first point of the very first game and match. with both players having such a fantastic run in Inverness this week,
Play will start
I'm
in
sure
30
this is going to be
seconds.
great and really entertaining to watch. Donna, if you had to call it, who would you back?
Oh, that's a tough one. Both of these women have had
In 15
great
seconds.
upsets already in this tournament. Last night, Tori, she seeded 5. She knocked out the #1 seed, Georgia Adderley, in the quarterfinals.
Springfield Scottish Squash Open
I mean, it
2023.
was
Women's
a great win. I wouldn't say it
semi-final
was
match.
a complete shock. She has beaten
Tori
Georgia
Malik of
before,
England to
but
serve.
yeah, I mean,
Harris of England to
still a great
receive.
win for her. So
Best
she's
of 5
obviously
games.
playing well. And on the
Level.
other hand, Asia has also beaten some of the top seeds to get this far in the tournament. So tough one to call.
Sounds like you're sitting on the fence, Donna.
Very comfortable here on my fence.
Me too.
And out. 1 love. Yeah. 1 love.
It's a good shot.
Beautiful shot.
2 love. And out. 1, 2.
Both these girls are potentially 2 of the tallest players on tour, or 2 of the taller players on tour. They're up around sort of 5'10", 5'11", I think.
3,
And
1.
so they have similar advantages to each other, I think, in terms of their stature on the tee and their reach. It'll be really interesting to see how they can try and use that to their advantage.
Yes, let.
Ball just popping out there, hitting the side wall
3-1.
before the front wall. Referee calling a let, which means that the point is replayed. The score will stay the same.
Down. 4-1.
Hopefully both players feeling pretty comfortable out there today. They've both had an opportunity to play on this court in the earlier rounds of the tournament, so are quite familiar with how the court plays, how the ball's bouncing, how much height they have to use. So hopefully both of them are feeling ready to go right from the offset.
Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes at this stage of the tournament, you know, some people have had tougher matches to get there than others, and that can play into how good you're feeling at this stage of the tournament. I definitely think there's no pressure on either girl here. They've both beaten their seeding to get this far. And so I think they're probably both able to go out there and play, you know, without too much nerves in the system and play freely and with nothing to lose kind of attitude. So it'll be interesting to see how they both handle that.
And out. 2-6.
Such a good shot that. I remember yesterday playing against Georgia. Just a kill that you almost can't even see. She plays it so hard, so low, so much cut on the ball that it just doesn't bounce up either.
She plays that shot so well, doesn't she, Tori? I feel like it's definitely her biggest weapon.
3-6.
And I'd like to know some stats on how many points she wins on that shot in every match. It'd be quite a lot, I think.
Stroke to Harris. And out. 7-3. That up. 8-3.
Serve there. Almost rolling out of the back.
And out. 4-8. And out. 9-4.
Asia pulling away here. 9-4 up in the first game. She's really come out, making it very difficult for Tori.
She's looking really calm, isn't she, and in control.
She is.
I think so far she's been hitting her targets just that little bit better than Tori has.
Down. Left side. 10-4. Game ball. And out.
Wow.
5-10.
It's a
Game ball.
great shot, wasn't it? Didn't see that one coming.
Yes, let's. I just want you to be careful with the physical contact in the middle, please. I know, just be careful. 5-10, game ball. to Harris. 11-5, game to Harris.
Game.
Harris leads,
First game
one
to
love.
Asia Harris, 11-5 in the first. A game where Asia just looked a lot more comfortable on there. Seemed to be, as Donna says, hitting her targets earlier, getting into the swing of things a little bit more. Players now have a short break after this first game and will be coming back on court very soon.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Harris leads, 1 game to love. Lovell.
So it was a great first game there from Asia Harris. I think there's a little bit of work for Tori Malik to do here to show a response. But from what I have seen of Tori, she is definitely a fighter. So I don't think that this match basically is anything but over yet. I think we'll see Tori's going to come out firing here.
I agree. I think she's also got her brother in her corner this week, who was also playing in the tournament, but has stayed on to support his sister today. How encouraging and supporting can that be, having somebody in your corner?
Oh, amazing. I mean, it can be lonely at times when you're traveling the world playing professional tournaments. A lot of the time squash players don't have the ability to have a whole team around them traveling with them. You know, in other sports they might have their coaches and their physios and support team with them. Squash players are quite often traveling on their own, so Tori's actually really fortunate that 2 of her brothers play professionally on the tour, and one of them was also playing in Inverness this week. So, yeah, I'm sure she's glad he's still here and in her corner today.
And up. And out. 2-all. Out. And out. 3-2. No let. And out.
Tori there
3 all.
feeling like she was there. We're going to get a replay and see this. Just some traffic moving through the ball.
Yeah, might have been a little bit unfortunate not to get a let there, just because the shot wasn't actually quite tight enough, I don't think.
Yes, let. 3 all. Down. 4-3.
Still looking a little bit out of sorts here, Tori. I'm wondering, like, if the fact that the men's match, like, you know, almost the 90-minute mark, these girls took to the court maybe 40 minutes after their scheduled match time. There's a good chance that they'd been ready to go a long time before they actually went on, so they might have warmed up early and had to wait a while, maybe warmed up 2 or 3 times by the time they actually went on. So sometimes that can affect the way you start your match.
Malik. And out 4 all. No let. The ball's too short. The ball's too short that time. I've given you my explanation. Play on, please.
Asia feeling that
5-4.
she didn't have a line there to get to the ball. Any thoughts, Donna?
Yeah, tough one. I think maybe there was a step towards the side wall to go around there, but it's seeming like the referee here is maybe wanting them to, if there's any chance of playing the ball, he's wanting them to play it. So it's probably a good mental note for both players to make so far to, if you've got a chance to play
Stroke
it,
to Malik.
go for the ball. Except that one, where it was a stroke.
6-4. Down. 7-4.
Tori's got a really difficult serve. She really uses the height and is trying to target the ball as close to that sideline as possible on the wall. It is a risky business though. There was a couple of serves out yesterday in her match against Georgia.
Both players, there is too much contact around the middle. It's excessive and unacceptable. Please make sure that you give your opponent room to go play the ball, and make sure that you're going directly to the ball and not to your opponent. 7-4.
Referee making sure players are making every effort they can to clear. He feels that there's too much contact around the middle of the court.
You're in a swing. Now 5-7. And out 8-5.
There's that kill again, Kirst.
9-5.
She's pulling away here. 9-5 up in the second game. She's looking a little bit more comfortable than she has done in the first and the
No
beginning
lets.
parts of this game.
You're looking for your opponent. I need you to go directly to the ball. And out. 6-9.
Such a good angle down the backhand side here.
Yeah, love watching this angle. You can see how tight the girls are hitting the ball down this wall right now. Impressive stuff. Wow. It's a powerful forehand. I spent some time training down in Sheffield with Asia Harris, and from being on court with her, definitely experienced the power of that forehand. She hits it really cleanly, really nice.
Yes, left. 7-9. Yeah.
Unforced error there from Tori. It's now 8-9. Tori had a nice lead of 9-5. It's quickly disappearing. Wow, nice shot.
It's a great shot. So positive as well from the position that she was in. She's now back to 9-all.
Wow.
10-9.
She's gone
Game ball.
straight through from 9-5 down to 10-9. Game ball up, Asia Harris. Tori was looking pretty comfortable there. What seemed like a minute ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
10-9. Game ball.
He's just really just put pedal to the metal and got the last couple of points. She's done so well to do so.
And out.
She's done well to hold her nerve here, Tori, to get her back to
Player
10-all.
win by 2 points.
And we're into a tiebreaker.
That up.
It's a great shot.
Unbelievable shot from there. It's tight on the wall as well. Not sure how she
And
managed
out.
to get that angle on both.
11-10. Game ball.
Fist pump.
Yeah, she's playing like she's got nothing to lose here, that's for sure. She's not worried about the scoreline, is she?
Yes, let. $11-10. Game ball.
That's a great shot. She's done so well there.
She was really patient down that backhand, wasn't she, and waited for the right opportunity to get the chance to attack.
I know, but I do not want to see it. I know. Okay. And now 11 all. Just don't want to see it.
Referee giving both players a conduct
11
warning
all.
for excessive movement. That means if they continue to do so, they will be given a conduct stroke, which will award the other player a point.
12-11.
A miss on the boast from Asia there. She's hit a couple of winners on that shot, so can't blame her for going for it, but unfortunately she's missed that one and now she's getting ball down.
Stroke to Harris. And out. 12 all.
The referee being, pretty stern on anyone that's spraying the ball a little bit loose or into the middle here. So it means that the players have got to be really careful that they're accurate with their shots.
Stroke to Harris.
Stroke. Harris goes 13-12 up here in the second game. Game ball to go 2-0 up in
Third game ball
games.
for Harris, I think.
14-12.
Game.
Game to Harris. Harris leads 2 games to love.
14-12 in that second game. Asia Harris goes 2-0 up. Tori Malik needs to find a way of breaking her opponent down. She did have chances there, but didn't convert it into a game. 27 minutes, and we go into the third game in a couple minutes' time.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds. Seconds. Harris leads 2 games to love. Level.
So Harris up 2 games to love, serving at this very start of this third game. Donna, obviously players have a little bit of time between each game to regroup. If you were Perry, Tori's brother at the moment, What would you be saying to Tori to make sure she changes this match around?
And out, 1 love.
Oh, I don't think we've seen Tori's best squash yet today.
Out.
So I think he would be really
2
encouraging her
love.
to stick at it and, you know, keep really trying to find your targets in the back, be patient, and I think, you know, trust that it will come instead of maybe forcing it a little bit like she has up until this point.
You still stood on it. 3 love.
She's certainly come fast out of the blocks in this game, looking like she's really trying to find a way back into this match.
And out. 1-3. No let. And out. 4-1.
Another mistake there from Asia. Tori goes 5-1 up in this third game. A break that she really needed.
Yes, let. Yes, let. 5-1.
That's a great shot.
Wow. She hits that so nice, doesn't she?
6-1. And out. 2-6.
Asia using a nice reach on the forehand volley there, using her height, taking that one nice out in front of her.
It's a good shot. Doing well here, Asia, to get back.
4-6.
Yeah, Tori had a big lead in that second game, and potentially when she's had a big lead in this game as well, it might be playing on her mind that Asia came back in that second game. It's a great shot.
5-6. No let. Didn't. 6-all.
Back to 6-all here in the third game. Definitely the momentum with Asia Harris.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the reward seems to be going to whoever can kind of
And out.
really keep their
7-6.
concentration here the best, and Asia seems to be fairly consistent so far with that. Tori just looking a little bit distracted.
It's really nice, changing the direction of the ball, making it really challenging for Tori to switch positions.
She's looking strong on the forehand volley, isn't she, Asia? I think that's a real danger area for Tori to be putting the ball.
And out. 8-7.
Shorter rallies here now. It's a great shot. And Tori's such a difficult position as well to create that much power and speed through the racket. She did it so well there.
10-7. Game ball.
Wow, and all of a sudden Tori's back with the momentum. She earned herself 3 game balls here.
No let. You okay, Miss Malik? You stopped your opponent, need to go 3.
Malik's obviously hurt herself there during some traffic
And out. 8-10.
with Asia
game
Harris
ball.
on the tee. 8-10.
Yes, let's. There's contact on the way through. Eight, 10, game ball. Out. 11-8.
Game
to Malik.
to Tori Malik.
2 games to 1.
She wins that 3rd game, still trailing 2 games to 1, and we move into a 4th game very soon.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds. 15 seconds. Time.
We have Asia Harris back on court first. She still leads this match 2-1.
Harris leads 2-1.
Although Tori Malik
to
has
serve.
won the last game, and she is doing her best here to make a comeback. So
Level.
this is going to be really interesting.
And out. 1-love.
What's your thoughts, Kirsty, from what we've seen up to this point? Do you think we could have a 5-setter on our hands, or do you think Asia's looking like she's going to get back in control of this and close it out in 4?
And out. 1-all.
I think there's definitely signs of Asia closing this out. I think for Tori, she has just looked a little bit more uncomfortable throughout the match. Maybe just not being able to get into her normal rhythm. Asia's doing a great job in I guess upsetting that. It's a tough one to call.
No lets.
We're seeing real changes in momentum
There's minimal
throughout every
interference.
game, with one player
Now
going
2-1.
points ahead of their opponent, and then it just all of a sudden switches back again. So for me, I'm gonna sit on the fence, Donna. I know that'll shock you.
Come and join me comfortably here on the fence. Where we don't like to play favourites.
Yes.
Unbelievable get from Asia Harris. Using every bit of her long reach on that one.
3-1. Left side.
Asia going 3-1 up here, taking a 2-point lead in this 4th game. Can she extend that even further?
And out. 2-3.
It's a nice combo from Tori there, using that height, getting the ball to drop deep into the back corner, forcing the boast, and then putting in that straight drop, making the court really big for Asia.
Yes, let's. 2-3, right side. Yes, let's. You're standing on your shot. Just need to clear. 2-3.
Wow. That was an incredible burst out of nowhere from Asia Harris. She was on the end of that rally. Really nice stuff.
And out, 4-all.
It's a great shot from Asa Harris.
5-4.
Another winner on that forehand side. She's definitely dangerous there. Great shot.
And out, 5-all.
It's 2 winners in a row from Tori, where she's forced Asia deep into the backhand corner and got the reward for it.
Stroke to Malik. You've stood on your shot, the ball's loose. 7-5. And out, 6-7.
Just when I thought Tori was edging ahead in this game, she's handed Asia an unforced error there, just keeping her in touch. 6-7.
6-7.
It's a nice shot, really tight to the wall. Makes it so difficult for your opponent to try and get the ball back.
Back to 7-all. It's really nip and tuck here, isn't it, Kirsty?
Absolutely.
No idea who's going to win this game.
It's minimal that time. You need to go through and play that shot. And out, 8-7.
Great shot. Really nice.
Beautiful burst. Using that shot to great effect in this match so far.
8-all.
Disguises it well, doesn't she?
Absolutely. Eight all. Big point here. gone straight.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Beautiful
9-8.
statement from that front
Tori
left
was
corner.
expecting the cross court there. That's a great shot.
And out,
Wow.
9-all.
So good. That's definitely her signature shot, I think. The Tori Malik straight kill.
It's loose.
No lads.
Just giving herself a match ball here. 10-9.
And out, 10-9. Match ball.
Wow, she's done really well to get herself a match ball here, hasn't she, Asia Harris?
Yes, let. Nine match ball.
The ball was nearly gone there, but the refs deemed that there was enough interference. Replaying the point.
She's won it. Asia Harris has won 3-1 and has booked her place in the Scottish Squash Springfield Open final tomorrow. She has done so well there.
So well. She's only 18 years old. She has done incredibly well to hold her nerve on the big points in this match today. Yeah, got the reward for it.
Absolutely.
Really impressive stuff.
We are now going to hear from Asia Harris, who will be playing Grace Gear in the final tomorrow. Over to you, Kev.
I'm here courtside with the winner, Asia Harris. Asia, another incredible win to get you through to the final. What a great result.
Yeah, I mean, I have no words at the minute. It's been quite a while since I've got a win off Tori. But I have no words really but to say, like, put it all out there this evening. And for my first 12K final tomorrow, it's going to be quite something else.
Incredible stuff. Really dominating around the middle of the court, beautifully controlling the pace of the match. Is that something that you tend to work on as a style, or was it a tactic coming into this match?
I think starting at Pontefract, it was always up and down the lines. Never really got the chance to get in front, but working especially with Nick over in Sheffield, it's been something that's been the top of our list, as well as getting my fitness up over the pre-coming season. So yeah, massive thanks to Nick at home. You've done me well.
Amazing stuff. So, fellow England squash player Grace Gear waits for you in the final. What can we expect from that matchup?
I think Grace, she's a great player. Never played her before. So I can't wait for the final to rest up this evening, speak to family back at home. My grandma, she'll be with me this evening, and I can't wait to speak to her afterwards to tell that I've won.
Amazing stuff. Well, a massive round of applause, please, for the finalist, Asia Harris. We'll be back tomorrow with more Springfield Scottish Squash Open final action, with the play starting at 3 p.m. We've got England versus Spain and Edmund Lopez taking on Ben Smith, following on with Asia Harris taking on Grace Gear in the final. We'll see you then.